Alright, Shalom. Before I begin this video, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ha-Rakak-Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, GMS, who rule well and teach well. Okay, and sincere salutations to you hopeful elect Akim, who are pushing this word, alright, all throughout the four winds of the earth. So I came upon an article through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So I'm just going to go ahead and go through it. Okay, it says, the year when everything started to fall apart. Which ironically, around the same time of the so-called economy collapsing in 2008, just some months before that, is when you had the elder apostles of Great Millstone, right? Who are the the top men of the Lord today, so to speak. That's when they began this ministry, putting the word on the internet. Now, prior to that, they were already out on the highways and byways, but this truth really started to spread when it hit the internet. That's how most brothers came in, seeing men teaching, and being inspired through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So this place started to have its downfall, okay, when Jake started to wake up as to who he is, being the children of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You are the children of Israel. It's like I'm doing the ink transit, so bear with me. Okay, so it says the year when everything started to fall apart. It says, it amazes me that so many people still cannot understand what is happening. And they don't know what's happening, because the Lord ain't revealing that to them. Right? The Lord ain't revealing to most of these people what's going on. Okay? Now they may see, okay, the economy's messing up. Everything is high, I mean, you basically getting priced out of everything. You can't afford a car, can't afford a house, can't afford clothes, can't afford nothing. But they're not tying it into the scriptures, because ultimately the scriptures will reveal, okay, what the end game is, so to speak. Okay, the end game is our Lord coming back, man, and saving his elect, the elect of Israel. That's what it's all about. That's what we're looking forward to, So that's what we know. Okay, we know that that's a fact. We know the Lord's coming back. This ain't a guess. This is a fact. Okay, it is a fact. And Barakatah Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, okay, for sending the comforting holy scriptures to give us peace of mind before the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Alright? Hey man, we need this. We need the Lord to come back. I was thinking about it through the spirit. A lot of times when you're just thinking about something through the spirit, people they'll stop and they'll ask you, okay, what are you thinking about? Because you'll be kind of staring off into the distance and just thinking about it, like, man, hey, we need the Lord to come back, man. It's something that we as Israelite men, You know, the hopeful elect is something that we think about constantly. Like, damn, man, you know, we need the Lord to come back. You know, that's something that is constantly on our mind. All right, anywho. Since 2022 was supposedly going to be a year when America entered a new golden age of prosperity. And who said that? I don't know who said that. You tripping. Because all we can see is pain, anguish. You know, just seeing the people fail. And it's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing to see. You know, we don't want this place to succeed. We want this place to fail. We want this place to halt to a complete screeching stop. All right. It says, but that didn't happen. So the people's hearts, people's minds are failing. You know, everything is being taken away from these people. Everything that you did, you invested in the world. All right, speaking about 2/3, speaking about you damn heathens, everything that you invested. Now look, that's a bad investment. Okay, you go to school for 6 years. All right, you get out, you got debt and all that, and this place is through. So you wasted all that time just to get out of school, and now this place is through. Come on, man. You still believe that this place, like there's gonna be some sort of final hoorah, right? Like there's gonna be some sort, like, you know, some sort of politician or somebody's gonna come out of the woodworks and just bring this place back, and that's not gonna happen. The Lord is not gonna allow that to happen, man. The Lord is gonna deal with this place swiftly, okay, very quickly. All right, it says, instead, it was a complete and utter disaster. Stock prices fell by the most that we have seen since 2008. So this is 2008 all over again, man. Just when you thought that you were getting up out of that hole, all right, because a lot of people had to completely, quote unquote, build their life back up again. You know, people lost stocks, hella stocks. We not talking about just, you know, a little $300. Now we talking about life savings, man. We talking about a lot of money, man. And people lost that. All right, and forgive me. But people lost that, man. And they have not financially gathered themselves back up. They're still jacked up. So this second just hit to the wallet. They're not gonna be able to take this. These people, see, once they hit the lockdowns once more, once Jake really start going outside, and he can't just grab Uber Eats and shit like that. Once Jake is really, really hurt, that's when you're gonna hear the people, you know, cry out. But they're not gonna cry out for a savior, right? They're gonna cry out for the stores to be back open. They're gonna cry out, you know, for the football stadiums to open. Basically the same things that was happening during that first lockdown. They was complaining because they couldn't go out. Women couldn't, BDA all over the stage, you know. That's what they were worried about. Okay, and through the spirit, you know, brothers was glad when everything was getting shut down. We were like, okay, that's what's up. Cause shit, it don't matter to us. This place through. This place crumbling down. So of course we want it to be shut down. May Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, all right, completely shut this place down. Okay, may Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, okay, bring what? Bring the CHIP. You know, the MOT to the bizzle. Okay, Lord's will this year. You know, let's go. Let's get up out of here, man. Hey, cause this shit getting old. Okay, especially being here in America. Shit is getting old, man. You know, and through the spirit, when I'm at my job, sometimes I like to go on Google Earth. And one thing that you'll notice about this place, man, when you look it up, when you look up America on a map, and you look at the different, the different states here and the different places and whatnot, it's a sorry ass place. It's a sorry ass place. Now, when you go to the Philippines, you know, Portugal, you know, Kazakhstan, Turkey, you go to all these different places, it actually looks like a pretty decent place. Now, of course, there's all sorts of wickedness going on there, you know, but the water looks a certain way. Okay, the people are looking a certain way. Okay, the food is looking better. Everything is looking better. Right? And then there's here, and then there's Babylon the Great. And people from all over the world, okay, that try to get here. You gotta really consider that. Like, you want to come to America? That's the last fucking place you should be wanting to come, man. Alright? This is the absolute last place that you should be trying to spend your money to come down to. You got people who spend thousands of dollars to go to, you know, places like New York City, Miami, you know, Houston, New Orleans. People from all over the world, you know, spend their hard-earned bread to go to these places in America. This place is toast. You got these different articles basically saying, okay, yeah, America's through. You know, don't ever waste your time coming here. And people still want to come. Yet the Lord is going to reverse. He's going to reverse that. Pretty soon he's going to have people, okay, leaving. Okay, wanting to get out. You know, wanting to break away from this place. And the scriptures speak about that also. Alright? It speaks about the heathens going back to their own land. Alright, if you're a heathen, it's just best for you to just go ahead and fucking leave. Now, of course, it don't change the fact that you're a heathen. You know? And that you're gonna serve Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, by serving who? His heirs, man. Alright, he is the prince of the power. So ultimately you're not escaping judgment, so to speak. But at least shit, in these last moments you get to go back to where you from. If you a so-called Filipino, take your ass back to the Philippines, man. Okay? If you from so-called, you so-called Australian, take your ass back to Australia, man. What are you doing here, man? That's crazy. You know, because through the Spirit, brothers are doubling down. Brothers are doubling down. We're like, okay, we know this place is going to be, ultimately destroyed. Okay, and this is where we want the Lord to come get us at, so to speak. Now the Lord, especially as shit starts to go sideways, the Lord definitely could make it so that this brother over here winds up, in Argentina or something like that. Like, the Lord is going to, spread men out, but the bulk majority, okay, of the men that are going to be taken up by chariot, all right, the elect, okay, men, women, and children, the 1/3, speaking on the 1/3, that's going to be, primarily in America, in Babylon the Great. Okay? So it says, going back to the article here. It says stock prices fell by the most that we have seen since 2008. The cryptocurrency industry came apart at the seams. Inflation soared to absurd heights. And home sales just kept declining all throughout the year. Without a doubt, this is a fact, 2022 represented a major turning point. This place is fucking through, man. Americans have already collectively lost trillions of dollars, right? Which most of those people are Jake's, because Jake is the one who's really, spending out here in these streets. Jake is the only person in America that get a check for $800 and he buy one sweater. No food, not some gasoline. He don't pay a bill. Jake buy a damn sweater, right? Which it costs $12 to make that sweater. Out in Sri Lanka or something, and they they put a some sort of brand name on it, and then boom, now Jake will buy it for $800. It says, oh, damn, look at this. Americans have already collectively lost trillions of dollars, and many experts are telling us that 2023 will be even worse. Call halal Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Call halal Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Barakatha Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Barakatha Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Call halal Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. 2023 will be even worse. Alright. Hey, Lord's will, the Lord comes back. Okay? Lord's will. No, we don't know the exact time. But we can hope, right? Nothing wrong with having faith, nothing wrong with having hope, It says, we warned over and over again that the party on Wall Street would eventually come to a very bitter end, but most people didn't want to listen. Oh, yeah. This is great. Well, the party has now ended, and the stock market losses that we have witnessed over the past 12 months have been absolutely staggering. As of closing time on Friday evening, the Dow Jones Industrial Average fell by nearly 3,500 points since the start of the year, a 9.4% drop. Damn. That's a lot of money just wiped away. Which, just the average Babylonian lost money. Okay, the elite didn't lose no money. It says the S&P 500 was also down by 557 points this year, with the tech-heavy index falling by almost 20%, capping off a brutal year for the tech industry. Meanwhile, the Nasdaq sunk by more than 5,600 points, a nearly 34% decline. Damn. Call hello, Yahba Shemi Shy, man. Beautiful. See, because a lot of us, you know, like, and I'm gonna just speak, you know, me personally. I live in a small town. You know what I mean? So I don't necessarily see, you know, it's not like I live in San Francisco or Dallas, where it's real big on tech, or maybe like Austin, Texas, where things are real big on tech. So you're seeing the different tech buildings being closed down, and you're seeing these different tech companies that are cutting staff. I'm not really seeing that because I'm in a small town, but still we can see the shock waves, right? More than a third of the entire value of the NASDAQ is already gone. Just think about that. Of course, some stocks were hit much harder than others. Tesla is down about 70% from the peak. Damn. And Elon Musk has become the first person ever to lose $200 million from his net worth. Damn. Look at this bullshit. Musk, 51, previously became the second person ever to amass a fortune of more than $200 billion in January 2021 after Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. Musk has now seen his wealth drop to $137 billion following a recent drop in Tesla shares. So wait a minute. So he's one of the only people to ever amass a fortune of more than $200 billion. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. What about the elite? Get the fuck out of here, man. Okay. What does Jake say in the world, man? The devil is a lie. Okay. Oh, man. Musk saw his fortune peak in November 2021, hitting $340 billion, and held the title of the world's richest person up until last month. Musk was ultimately toppled off the throne by Bernard Arnault, the CEO of French luxury giant LVMH, which I believe is Louis Vuitton. Which the guy who owns Louis Vuitton owns a bunch of shit. All right. Let's go into that. All right. So these are the different LVMH brands, okay? And especially the women, right? Especially the women, they know all about these. All right, so you got Dior, right? Christian Dior, Bulgari, Marc Jacobs, Fendi, Sephora, right? Which the women, man, they go crazy for shit like this. This what they and see Jake is the one who's spending all the money on this shit. Dom Perignon. If I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Perignon. Moet. Okay, well Jake go crazy for Moet, man. Moet and Chandon, Givenchy, Rimowa Gimba, Tag Heuer, right, which is the watches, Kenzo, Hennessy, oh, and Jake loves some hen dog, man. Viev Clicquot, Berluti, Guerlain, Laura Piana, Chamet, Champagne Krug, Hublot, all right, which is, that's more watches. Fenty Beauty, Celine, Low, Makeup Forever, Aqua de Parma. And he also has his hand in what? He has his hand in Gucci. All right. You know, pieces of Prada, Fendi, you know. So Moet, Hennessy, Louis Vuitton, and basically everything that Jake loves, man. That's why this place is failing. Okay, you put all these things before the Lord. So now look, now look at this place. Okay, because Jake wanna pay $300 for something that's worth $2. That's where this inflation. And see, they're gonna keep they're gonna keep up this inflation because Jake in his mind is like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna keep paying these high premiums, for these services to make me look good, not knowing that you just line in the pockets of the elite. It says, all right, Facebook also got monkey hammered over the course of 2022. At this point, Facebook stock has fallen over 64% from where it was last January. Damn, man. Look at that. Oh, and don't even get started on crypto. Crypto out of here. All that different stuff. Down by 70%. Okay, food prices, energy prices, and vehicle prices all went completely nuts. And many compared what we were going through to the Jimmy Carter era of 1970s. But this shouldn't have been a surprise to any of us. Starting in 2020, our leaders absolutely flooded the system with new cash, and the size of the money supply absolutely exploded. Increasing the size of the money supply so dramatically was inevitably going to cause prices to go haywire, and anyone that thought otherwise was just not being rational. In a desperate attempt to fight the inflation monster that they helped to create, officials at the FR aggressively raised interest rates throughout much of 2022. As a result, we now find ourselves in the midst of another horrifying housing crash. Hey, shit. And it seemed like shit just a few months ago, houses were being sold, for double the asking price. Now look, you see, we are looking at 2008 all over again. Okay. Home values are now steadily receding all over the nation, and home sales have been falling month after month. How much lower can they possibly go? Damn. Oh, damn. This is what the IMF is publicly admitting, that the worst is yet to come. The worst is yet to come, and for many people, 2023 will feel like a recession, the IMF said in October, noting the slowdown will be broad-based and may reopen economic wounds that were only partially healed post-peak. beautiful. The Wadi Habashim Shai. All right, it says right here, we aren't just heading into a temporary economic downturn. So don't think, all right, two thirds of Israel, you fucking heathens. Don't think that this is just a little bump in the road. Oh hell no, it's about to go. It's about to go down. Okay, people about to be paying $8 for a can of ravioli, man. It's about to get like that. Okay, $18, $18 for a loaf of bread. Okay, ultimately the entire system is starting to fall apart around us, and the years ahead are going to be incredibly challenging. Oh, beautiful. So you niggas, Christmas, okay, New Year's, you buying all this ridiculous bullshit. I'm just go ahead and say that. Excuse my language. You not paying attention to what's going on? You not paying attention to the hell that is about to be taking place? It's about to be all out hell. Okay, and hell is a condition. So that hellish condition is going to increase, man. Oh, this is beautiful. Brakthi Habashim Yahushai. Man, and whoever wrote this article, it was a great article, man. Because all it's speaking is doom and gloom, man. It's a great article. Oh, man. Our leaders have been making mistake after mistake for decades, and now we get to pay the price. So buckle up and hold on tight, because 2023 is not going to be pleasant at all. Barakatha Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Oh my gosh, man. This is great. I'm loving it. I am absolutely loving it, man. And I guess apparently, whoever made this article, right? He came out with some book called End Times. The beginning of the end. 7-year apocalypse. This place is through, man. This place is through. All right, so I'm just gonna go to a couple of scriptures to in the video. In Lord's will, this edifying. All right, so this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and I'm gonna start at 62. And ye shall be left few in number, whereas ye were as the stars of heaven for multitude, because thou wouldest not obey the voice of the Lord thy power. So, and Jake died in all types of ways. So really, it's supposed to be a whole lot more Israelites than there are, but Jake out here getting aborted, Jake out here getting shot in the street, Jake out here, taking himself out, Says verse 63, and it shall come to pass that as the Lord rejoiced over you to do you good and to multiply you, so the Lord will rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to naught, and ye shall be plucked from off the land whither thou goest to possess it. So the Lord, that was something that the Lord rejoiced in, destroying us, Verse 64, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, and from the one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. Right? All those other gods, all those other philosophies. Jake, and to this day, Jake is real deep into, just everything outside of the Heavenly Father. right? Jake, and there's all types of different, religions and things like that Jake is into, especially the Israelite woman. The Israelite woman is into, goddesses and fucking elves and all types of shit. The average, if you walk down the street and just see the average Israelite woman, she is a fucking weirdo. Mercury retrograde and all that, which I don't know anything about that. Whenever I start hearing people talking about Mercury retrograde and fucking horoscope, I just completely ignore them. I don't got time for that shit, man. Hey, if it ain't about the truth, forget about it. Verse 65, it says, and among these nations shalt thou find no ease. Yes, you believe, okay, if I learned about the ways of the Tibetan monk, maybe I can find peace. That's fucking Jake, man. Right? Salakia, and among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart, a failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind. So Jake still don't, Jake do all these different things, and he still ain't complete. Ultimately, you need the Lord to come back. You need the Lord to come back. Because without that, what? Failing of eyes. Sorrow of mind. Because in the, trembling heart. In the back of your mind, man, all right, none of those things are going to save you. All right? I believe in myself. All right? That's Jake. Jake going to get destroyed out here. 2/3 of Israel is going to get destroyed, man. Okay? Verse 66 in Salakia. The Lord's will, you sincere brothers out there, right? Lord's will, you're of the elect. Lord's will, I'm of the elect. Okay, we got to push forward. Verse 66, and thy life shall hang in doubt before thee. And every single time we step outside, we risking our life, man. Okay. It says, and thou shalt fear day and night, and thou shalt have none assurance of thy life. And Jake don't know. Man, Jake don't know. Jake do not know. Hey, the Lord ain't playing. The Lord could put the spirit on anybody to do anything to you. The Lord can put the spirit, on a bear. Here it is, you on a camping trip. The Lord just put the spirit on the bear to come in there and hack you to pieces. Okay? And, I was watching this show, and it was speaking about how America has the most, serial killers in all of the world. Okay? That's the Lord doing that. That's the Lord specifically showing how wicked this place is, man. Because you got to think about all these other places. Once again, one of my pastimes at work is going on that Google that Google Earth, man. And one thing that you'll realize is you like, damn, it's a whole lot of places. Yeah, out of all these places, okay, Babylon the Great got the most people out here, catching bodies. And the Lord spoke about that, spirits made for vengeance. If the Spirit allows, I'll get that after I read this. It says, verse 67, in the morning thou shalt say, with power it were even. And at even thou shalt say, with power it were morning, for the fear of thine heart wherewith thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thine eyes which thou shalt see. And you're seeing it. You're seeing the wickedness. And Jake kept talking about, the world's so dark, and we just need to love each other, right? and all that. But deep down, Jake's scared. You know what's coming up next, man. You know all hell is finna be breaking loose. Yeah, you want to be optimistic in terms of thinking that the world is just gonna sort itself out. The earth is under new management. You know, like the elder brother from the Dallas camp always says, man, the earth is about to be under new management. The earth needs new management. Okay, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. You know, and that's us coming here to Babylon the Great, aka America. Man. Jake messed up. I believe it's in second Exodus, I believe. I could be mistaken. It's not going. I don't think that's how you spell vengeance. We'll see. Yeah, that's not. Oh, Ecclesiasticus. Salakia. So this is Ecclesiasticus, aka Sirach, chapter 39 and verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So in these times to come, they're basically going to be doing the will of the Lord. Right? These, you're going to see a lot of these, and that's another thing, that a lot of these killers, man, they're fucking out here. You know how many cold cases they got out here, man? Man, it's hella cold cases out here. So the Lord is gonna have all these different individuals who've done all types of dirt in the past, okay, and they're quote unquote laying low. The Lord gonna activate them, man. Okay, when all hell is breaking loose, okay, the Lord is gonna have these Jeffrey Dahmer type motherfuckers out here, and excuse my language, but that's what it is. You gonna have somebody out here making him look like, you know, like a walk in the park. Okay, verse 29, it says, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. So the Lord destroying this place by fire, that's vengeance. Right? Hail, Okay? That's vengeance. Which, you know, the missiles, the chariots, you know, that's vengeance. Okay, famine, that's vengeance from the Lord. Okay, and death. All right, verse 30, teeth of wild beasts. So, you know, the Lord's going to put the spirit on these beasts out here to just start going, you know, going crazy. It says, in scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. Therefore, from the beginning I was resolved and thought upon these things, and have left them in writing, right? Which now we're reading, right? We're reading the words that the prophets wrote down, okay? And breaking them down through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, from our teachers that taught us, okay, the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Verse 33, all the works of the Lord are good. Yeah, so the Lord causing these things to happen, that's good work. You can't say that the Lord, the Lord isn't good because he caused this to happen. No, hey, the Heavenly Father's perfect. So anything he's doing, hey, you know, two thumbs up, man. It's all good because who's gonna stop the Lord, man? Who's gonna stop Yahweh Shem Yahushai from doing his thing, man? Nobody. Who the hell are you to think you gonna stop the will of the Lord, man? See, that's the audacity and the ignorance of Esau. He thinks that he's gonna stop the Lord from coming back. You out your damn mind, man. That's like taking a fucking potato chip and laying it in the street. And here it is, you got a car going 100 miles per hour. You think that potato chip is gonna stop that car from running it over? You out your damn mind, man. Look, Esau, you are weaker than a potato chip. You couldn't punch your way out of a wet paper bag, okay? You couldn't break the fucking skin of a grape. You can't bust a grape, okay? And I was raised in the South, so it's plenty more Southern insults for Esau, because they all make sense. Esau, boy, you ain't shit. You can't do a damn thing. You might as well just give up. Okay? You a dweeb, man. You a dweeb, you a weakling, you a weirdo. You're all these things, man. And look at what you've done to the other nations. Now the other nations, they thinking like you. They got their head all boosted. Right? And once again, another southern, and some more southern terms, was good for the goose ain't always good for the gander. So you over here doing this. See, you the fucking wicked. You can do all these different wicked acts. Jake is not supposed to be wicked. So by you influencing Jake to go off, that's your ass, man. That's really where you messed up, converting Jake unto wickedness. You know, but, you know, the water Yahweh Shem Yahushai, for the Lord allowing us to repent and turn back, you know, and to follow him, to follow Yahweh Shem Yahushai. A continuation of Ecclesiastes 39 and 33. It says, and he will give every needful thing in due season. So, the wicked being the wicked, the righteous coming into their lot. Everything's coming in due season. Verse 34, so that a man cannot say, this is worse than that. For in time, they shall all be well approved. Yeah, man, so we gotta keep chipping away at this. We gotta keep chipping away at this, man. You know, so that at the end of the day, we can be well approved through Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Verse 35, it says, and therefore praise ye the Lord with the whole heart and mouth. Right? So giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, right? And bless the name of the Lord. Right? Our Lord, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Barakatha Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Bahashem, Ha, Rakah, Kodash. The water, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Bahashem, Ha, Rakah, Kodash. Alright, we have to say Salakia, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Bahashem, Ha, Rakah, Kodash. Alright, for our transgressions, man. Okay? So, Lord's will, you are edified. Barakatha Yahweh. Barakatha Yahweh Shai. 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 Barakatha Yahweh. Bahashem. Yahweh Shai. Bahashem. Ha. Rakah Kodash. And Salakia. Let me say that again. Barakatha Yahweh. Bahashem. Yahweh Shai. Bahashem. Ha. Rakah Kodash. Alright, double honors once again to the Elder Apostle Gray Millstone, who rule well and teach well. Okay, and the sincere salutations to you, hopeful elect Akim, who are pushing this word in sincerity and in faith. Alright, this is your brother Giyar Ra. May Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Ha Rakah Kodash. Okay, have mercy upon you, sincere, hopeful elect out there. Okay? And just realize that this time is coming short, man. The Lord's gonna be back, and we gotta suffer. Okay, we in the year 2023, and I don't know exactly what the Elder Apostle Tahar has has deemed 2023, but I already know through the Spirit, it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good, whatever it is, cause hey, last year 2022 was the year of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai turning up. Okay, so the Lord's gonna turn up even more in 2023, man. All through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, Shalom.